got knocked out. This hand is pretty nice for Omaha High, but I don't like it at all for Omaha High Low, so we're just going to chuck it. A lot of limp hands going on here, it looks like, so that's pretty good to see. Be able to see some flops at least with some marginal hands in our blinds, so that's a good thing at least. Yeah, we would have flopped really good with it, but we still can lose to a low straight and everything like that, so. Could have lost the pocket sevens too. Jack, Jack, King, Jack, Jack, 10, unsuited. This is not a hand I like. No suits at all. Really drives me nuts in this game. I'm sure a lot of you are probably thinking that I should have raised with that or called at least, but I don't like it, especially my position. But I don't really like that hand that much anyway. If I was on the button, I'd at least call, but I got rid of it, and we'll flop good here. Nope. So now we're fighting off two different straight draws and hearts, so that's why I really don't like that hand. An easy fold there. I think I just had trip queens, yep. And they were good. There's a pretty nice hand. We'll go up to 13,000 with that one. Pretty big portion of our stack. Double suited with an ace deuce is not anything too terrible to be scoffing at, so pretty much we'll call a lot of raises here too, just because we'll be forced to, but he calls me. We flop pretty bad here, but we're going to go ahead and bet 25 and fold to any raise. And we take it down, so that's nice. This is the good thing about this game is there's a lot of it's just a lot of low hands playing and stuff like that. So continuation bets on a board like that are pretty easy, even though I have absolute crap. I had like no way to win if he called me. I was absolutely dead pretty much, unless I went running miracles. But and we get to see a nice flop now with a double suited hand. Not good flop at all for us, so we'll just go ahead and check fold. It's an easy fold. And he gets raised, so let's see what we got. Aces and ace 10. So clubs are open. Aces win. Aussies at 1K. So we're going to be down to the last X amount of players. If it just comes to me and Space Jam, I'll limp call, even though this is a horrific hand. But now since he called, I'm just going to fold to 25 because this hand is absolutely terrible. But I would love to play two players versus the all-in, so that's why I would have called. I got two pair here. I'm sure he has a low. And looks like he has a low. He's a straight. So he'll take the whole thing with the 5-6. Yeah, nice. So there goes one. Ace 5, 10, 10 on the button. I'm going to raise the pot here. Not a great hand, but not bad either. And hopefully we can get fold and just take 7,500 in chips. If he raises, let's see, 3,500 or 35,000 plus, I might be forced to call if he shoves, which is bad because this is not a very good hand. I probably would fold actually. I had enough chips I could have folded there because my hand is not very strong, even though we had tens there. This is not a terrible hand, but I'm going to fold to a raise. So we'll see how this goes. Queen jack of diamonds with a king and an 8. Beautiful hand for Omaha High, but not for this game. I kind of tend to stay away from those wraps that are in the middle just because you chop a lot with those. It's not often you're just going to scoop a pot. So the best thing I could ask for is it comes down like 9 and then a queen and hope no one has jack 10. And my 7-8 was good. So it's hard to just win outright in this with these kind of hands. Omaha High, though, that's a monster hand. We're going to have an all-in here. Probably ace 3 of hearts and then a good, no, just ace 2. So he's getting 3/4 and B star is only getting a quarter. So that was a very nice hand for death. King, king, 7, queen, 1 suit. I'm going to bet the pot with kings. Not a huge fan, honestly. But it's a pretty strong bet, 15,000, so, and we're only playing 6-handed, so I mean, it's a pretty good hand. And that's the nice thing about our table. We don't really have a a lot of raisers at this table, honestly, except for when they're low stack, so we get to see a lot of flops, so I'm happy about that. We flopped the joint for the low, but since there's spades, I'm just going to check call, check call. And now if it checks again to me, though, I'll bet just half pot with the nut low. And we take it. That's beautiful. So another nice hand for us. It doesn't look like my microphone is doing much better today. I literally have to put it in my mouth for you to hear me. That's very frustrating. It was working perfectly fine before, but now it's kind of acting weird. I don't know why. Let's see. Flop a 3. See what we can get here. I really want CNG to get out of the way because you could have a lot of drawing hands here. Space Jam shoves. I'd love it if he shoved and then CNG folds. That would be dream scenario. And I honestly don't see CNG raising here unless he has a set. So if he raises, I think I would be folding. But I don't really see him having pocket 10s or kings here. So he would have raised. And there's a shove. So hopefully we get CNG to fold. If he shoves over the top, though, I honestly think folding here is okay. But we have to call that easily. And he has the open-ended. So we don't want a 9 or a queen, or 9 or an ace. Or a club now. And he hits. God dang. That would have been such a nice pot, man. We would have been third place by ourselves with like 140 some. Dang. So we got some chips and we ended up unfortunately giving them back, but we still have enough chips to hang in there for a little bit. So blinds are getting pretty big though, so yeah, we have to raise a lot of ranges here now because we're kind of low on the chips. So that was a big loss for us. And we got an all in here. He has two pair versus two pair, so no low card, and B star is out. So now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. 11 people